Hello there and welcome to City Skyline. This is episode 1 and we're going to be picking a place to build. Now City Skyline is a brand new game, it's only been out about a week and I've been playing with it for a few days now. It's like a new game. I've been looking at all the little maps. I think the best one we're going to start with is actually the two rivers. Now, let's get into the game before we actually do anything, but we need a name for the city. So, I'm thinking two rivers. Well, two is twin. And an old English word for rivers is ford. So I was thinking something like Twinford. So we're gonna be actually having the city Twinford, and we'll be left-hand drive because well, it's left-hand drive where I live, and it's easy for me to remember. Alright, let's get started, and then we'll talk a little bit about what City Skyline actually is for those that don't already know. Yeah, so. For those that don't already know, City Skyline is it's a city building game. It's pretty much like SimCity, except, good. The original SimCity, I love the original SimCity, SimCity 2, 2000, they were good. The new one, I never played, I avoided it really. I haven't played a city game in quite a long while. But I do like them. I usually play stuff with transport based, like Transport Tycoon and stuff. So this has interested me, so I've been playing it. Now this map, yeah, it's an interesting one. We've got the river there, feeding in that way, by the look of it. And we have another one there going that way. So this must be the outlet. Yep, that's going that way. So there's our two rivers. Oh, this will be oh, we've got a lake. We have a lake, we'll probably make use of that as well. We have the highway. We appear to have a cross-section highway as well, which is useful. The railway there. Now, I know this map has no shipping, so we don't have to worry about shipping. There is an airplane, because I saw an airplane a few minutes ago. We're over a tiny little island. We're going to be making that island useful. I don't know what for, but we'll make it useful. But I'm planning on, when we expand, going that way, and we'll have massive bridges. So let's get started. We've got a highway connection over here. Let's plonk down the first piece of roading. Let's just pause it a second. I'm just going to plonk down the first bit of roading so that you can do stuff, or it won't let you do it. All the controls become active once you place your first bit of roading. Alright, so best way to do this is we build off two rows off the highway basically. It's going up here, and then we'll have the commercial area immediately off the road, and then residential a bit further down. Okay, we'll start with normal roads. We would normally go straight to like highway, but they're locked, so you have to actually get population before you can have them. So I'm going to stick with two-way roads. Which one's it in? That one. So we're going to build out this way, about a bit further than that. We'll go that far, and then we'll do a little U-turn and come back. Slightly off. I hate it when it's slightly off. It's slightly off because that road is slightly off. It's a 3-lane road. Okay, I'll just have to accept that. I just know which side to put it on. There, no, there. God damn you, 3-way roads. We'll have to do that then. We'll go that way. It's going to hurt a lot. But we'll do it. Okay. I'm also going to put in a little bypass just there for cars going out. They can do a U-turn and come back in just in case they get on that road by accident. So that's our main highway. We're not going to put any housing on here or anything. We're going to have coming off of here, immediately coming off of it. Yep, immediately. We're going to have a road, which is probably a good idea to tell you the truth. A one-way road coming off of it here. I'm just thinking what's the best way of doing it. Okay, so I want to go about... God, this is hard to do. There. Nice gap for the junction. Not as big a gap as I'd like, but best gap for the junction for now. No, actually, I'm going to do it back here. We'll have the junction there coming off, and this is going to be our commercial district. So we'll just build up a little bit, about two units high. We're going to make a junction of 2 squares, 1, 2, 3 squares. So we'll build it there, minus 1, 2, 3. That's just an area basically, and then we will indeed do a turn, and we'll go 1, that wide. And then in. Nope. And get this road clear as well. Yes, we'll keep that road clear as well. So we'll make the turn there. No. That was one short of where I wanted to be. There. Perfect. Yeah, if you look at the blue box on screen right now, that blue box is where you're able to build off this road. I'm planning to keep these main feeder roads completely empty of housing and stuff. So we'll build to there. And then we'll build out from there 2 squares. And this will help keep these roads a little bit clearer. Now, we had this one was... What was this one was? It was indeed, again, one of those ones. A full square, okay. About there, I'd say. But was it one more? No, bloody hell. 2 more. 2. We've got to be 2 squares. There we go. See, 2 squares. And that will be our commercial district. For now, anyway, until we get a bit more time in there. That's commercial. Say hello to commercial. Well, actually, industrial. We're going to do the same thing with commercial, which is shops, and with housing. Now, that is a one-way street coming up, and we're going to feed back a one-way street back into the main road. And we'll do that all the way out. We'll do that at the end. We'll do that at the end. Let's get the feeder roads in first. I want to make sure that the traffic feeds appropriately. So the road coming out of there will be this one, and it's just going to come across to there. I'll be getting this right in a minute. Don't worry, I'll get it. I'll get it. Yes, that is actually correct. Oh, I got it right. That goes that way. That one goes that way. And then, why am I doing that one way? That doesn't mean one way. That should be a 2-way. All the crossroads here should be 2-way. And that goes to there. So this is our commercial. This will be our residential and industrial at the far end. So here, we're going to bring this one down to there. So we've got a nice loop going in that one, out that one. Which now I think about it's probably the wrong way since trucks are coming that way. Ugh. Well, that's not hard to fix. We go in that one. When you get it in the right place. In that one. Out that one. Is that right? No. That's actually in the wrong place. Oh, god damn it, Peter. You go there. So the inlet for that would actually be closer. That's the one. Because that would mean we won't build on this piece. And then that would come off there, down there, and up there. And that is our city for now. It's a bit of a hotspot design, but I think it'll work. No traffic lights, good. We need to get power up and running. Now we've got water over here. We need water as well. Which way is the water flowing? That way. Okay. So we want water intake here. There. Water intake there. Water output, also known as sewage, we'll put here. We'll connect them via a piping system. Like that. Thank you. And we'll run these pipes up to the city. So pipes come into the city. Across like that. Like that. Oh. And then another set of pipes. Oh, not quite enough. Too far. That'll do. Off that way and that way. And then just one more because I appear to have missed it. There. And that way. Good, good, good. Well, that's water. We need power. Power. We use a wind turbine because it's cleaner than burning coal. And coal's actually quite expensive. So we'll put the wind turbine up here near the water intake. We're going to get 8 megawatts of power from that wind turbine if we put it in the right place. 8 there, 4 there. So you can see the darkened shape. If we put it over here, we get 7. So the darker the shape, the faster the wind, so the more power we get out of it. So we'll put this right on the shore for now. We will be going over here at some point, so we'll probably be moving this wind turbine. But we'll put it, we need an 8. We'll put it there for an 8 kilowatt. and we'll run a power cable. First power cable to the water plant and to the sewage plant to give them power. Because if you don't pump the sewage, it tends to go everywhere, apart from where you want it. And we'll build the power line right up to the city area, so the houses and whatnot can have power. Now we need to zone, and we'll do residential first, and I am going to do it with residential at this end and the commercial at that end, because commercial produces as pollution. So residential can have all of these. Okay, I'm going to switch tool because that didn't quite go well. Go away, all of it, thank you. Residential can have all of that, and notice I'm leaving that one gap on the main road. That gap is to stop them building on the main road here and causing congestion. Over the far side, we're going to have the commercial. Now the commercial goes there. I'm going to have a lot, well, it's actually not commercial, it's industrial. Industrial have all that there, and then commercial, which is the shops, can actually have all the middle bit. And that will be a pretty decent start to the city. Now, you might have heard that noise. That's this little guy up here. He likes to tell us about stuff about, you know, it's called Chirper. Basically, it's a Twitter knockoff. And it likes to inform us about all the stuff that's going on in the city. And I like to ignore him entirely. The first time I played it, I had 72 unread messages in that because I just aren't going to touch them. But there we go. We just go full speed, get this city running. There we go. There's the first few houses. Let's slow down. Whoop, there we go. First few houses being built. And look, we've got Oriental Residence, we've got the Applegate Residence, Empire Residence. Now they're complaining about water and electricity. The water ones have gone away, that's water there. The electricity ones are staying, and they're going to stay until the power. Now if we look at the power, you can see the little blue area. This is actually the power coverage, and it expands. As houses and things are being built, they expand. But the power cable's here. Now I'm going to quickly run a cable across. There we go, they're all powered up now. Normally you don't need to do that. But because they're taking the time to build the commercial and industrial here, I thought we just short it. We'll get rid of that as soon as we can. I prefer just have the one cable coming in. But there's all the houses. Now down here we have the demand. You see we've got medium demand for residential, commercial and industrial. And actually they're not building much on the industrial. They've only got 2 plants so far. Ready to wear limited. Nice. But we are in more demand. We've got a lot more stuff. And we have maxed out most of our green area already. So we're going to actually continue building up the green. Yes. So we'll probably, let's see, that goes in that way, goes out that way. Good. And then we get to there, you can loop around and come back. Good. I haven't seen any cars on the road yet. Let's just speed it up. Let's the first set of cars come in. What's I mean? It's a nice little junction they give you out of the bat. I mean, it does get congested fairly rapidly late game, but it's a nice junction. Okay, they're taking the time. We're going to continue building because we need more residential and more commercial. Now, commercial is not a problem. They got commercial land, industrial land, but we do need more of this land. So let's build. Let's expand this one. Knock this guy's house down. He won't be happy about it, but you know, not much he can do about it. He wants to live in our town. We'll live in our town. This is our town, and they can live with it. It's a bit mean, really, but oh no! That would annoy me if it wasn't level. Residential. Down right now. What we're going to do is I'm going to avoid putting anything at all on this street because this is going to be a very busy street. So let's just, and that's going to make these buildings here. They're going to get demolished because they're actually in places where they're not allowed to be now. Which, admittedly, I probably shouldn't have actually zoned them in there in the first place. Thinking about it, hindsight and all that kind of stuff. But, you know, that's the way it works, hindsight. So, we can see them being unhappy there about that. Let's just extend that water pipe down. Now, these are our water meters. We've got loads of water availability, loads of sewage. There's some stats regarding what we're consuming and producing. And we have exactly the same thing regarding power. Everything is actually doing pretty well. Let's just speed her up. We can see the housing expansion. And those businesses that were on that edge have gone now. And that's good. Now, we don't have any of these extra facilities. We get those at a certain milestone. We actually get them slow down. Here we go. We are currently a little hamlet. Oh, well, we will be if we get 420 residents. At that point, we get control of taxes and loans, garbage control, healthcare, education, and then we get these buildings to help with those areas. There we go. So, people are moving into our area nicely, and our population is 171 people with a bank balance of 23,000 credits. We're losing money, but we're gaining people, and every time people come in, they pay tax. So, yay for tax. That's probably the first time I've ever said that one. Here come all the vehicles onto the roads. They are doing their job quite nicely and building ourselves up. Now, if we look at the little stat screen, let's look at the. Let's start with, obviously, we've seen the wind. And we've got here, we've got cars, it shows how our roads are doing, so it shows congestion levels. That road there won't last too long. Last too long by the look of it. General happiness about people. These people are happy, these people are okay, and these people are ecstatic. They're very happy because they're making money on businesses. They're just moved into their house, and these people are just generally miserable. Yes. And we gain access to, we've got obviously the water and what there. We get access to more stats. One of the most important one I find is pollution just here, which we'll look at when we get more stats available, which we'll get as we progress through the game. Our population is increasing quite happily. I am going to extend, now we've got a bit of income now, we're actually making profit. I'm going to extend this road from further down here to there and to there. So we now have an extension to the loop, and I'm going to put another intake here. Should we do an intake or should this be an output? We should really have an output. Let's extend that road further and have an output here. There we go. We have an output. We see the little directional signs on the road help. That means that cars for here can actually get onto the main road again and go down. So we now have one input, two outputs. That should help distribute the load a little bit. And we can actually start expanding the housing if we need to. Right now we don't need to. What's our situation like on things? Commercial area is minimum. Industrial's got loads of room to expand. They can expand if they wish. They're choosing currently not to. Oops. Let's get rid of that bit there. We're never going to build on that bit because we'll end up putting a road up there most likely. Oh, we've hit a hamlet. We are now a little hamlet. We get access to all these facilities. So now, if we just slow the game down, take a look. We now have these facilities. We have garbage collection, which gives us landfill. We have a medical clinic and a school. Now, we're also getting people complaining about lack of power. Now, that'll be, yep, we need 9 megawatts and we currently have 8. So we need another wind turbine. Wind turbine, 8 megawatts. There we go. And let's plan ahead. There we go, that's 2. And they'll start turning in a moment. They do look quite nice, actually, don't they? There we go. By the way, if you look at the circle around it, the green circle is where its effect is. So if that's on the dark area, you get 8 megawatts. Down here, you get 4. And the orange circle, that is a noise pollution coming off the wind turbine. Whereas with the coal power plant, that's actually, if you actually look at the symbols just at the bottom of the cursor, I can't point at it because my cursor moves, they move. But you see it's got little headphones, that means noise pollution. And it's got the picture of a barrel, which means it's got actual pollution as well. Whereas the wind turbine just has the headphones. Right, what's our water situation like? Water is fine. If you look over here, actually, you can see the water pipes there sucking the water up. And if we go down here, we can see the sewage pipe gushing the sewage out. Yeah. And also, if you look, the water colour of the water's changed to show the pollution from the sewage. That's a nice little embankment there, actually. It'll be interesting to try that. Maybe dam that later on. We can get rid of that power cable now because the shops are now providing the power. All the commercial areas are being used, so we're going to get some more commercial up and running. Let's just road this in, so we will bring that one there. One more. There we go. To there. And take one off of that to there. And we'll do this all the way down. Just for now, it's only a small grid pattern. We'll be putting some more fancy windy roads in here at some point. 2, and then continue that down, and then we'll put an inlet in up here at some point. Well, actually, just in a minute, I think, to allow more vehicles to get into this area. We'll do that now because I will forget. So up to there, and extend it a bit more up to there. Perfect. And that can go up to there, and we'll bulldoze that. Oops. And we'll cut across to there. There we go. We now have a one-way loop that allows them to come in here as well. Bulldoze that. And we need commercial. Yeah. We'll do 2 lines of commercial. But we'll also cheese them off a little bit by using that commercial zone to put in a school. Now, we could put a school here on the right in the T-junction, but if we did that, then we'd have cars stopping. So I'm going to put the school up here. Now, if you look at the actual lines, the green area is the area the school covers. The red things are actually the houses that we've got. So we're going to try and get as much of the houses covered by the green as we can. That will do it just about. We put it on this side of the road, we get more of them. And it's going to knock a few houses down, but we have to do that to make the school, and they're all little happy faces say, yay, we got a school. Medical clinic, and we'll do the same thing on this corner here. Best coverage, it all goes right down to the industrial area as well. There they go, everyone's happy about that. We need garbage facility, but we don't have the cash for it right now. They're going to start complaining about garbage probably quite quickly, actually. But let's get the additional housing up and running. All of that will be additional housing. And then we will remove that one tile there, so they don't put housing and shops on the main road and end up with cars parking on it. Now, I think these actually touching the main road, but I actually have my cursor up against the edges here. Although I think I may have screwed up with the school, I'm not sure. We'll find out when cars park up. But that is looking pretty good, actually. The school there has 300 students capacity, 11 in it. And this one has 0 ambulances in use. We need to keep an eye on the water, because that won't go all the way down here, and they will complain about it. And as the mayor of the town, you are responsible to keeping everybody happy. We don't have enough money. Well, give us money. We need 600 credits, people. We have 400. Come on. Give us the extra. Give us the extra. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, there we go. That will do us just fine for now. Build us more houses when we have it. Cars coming down the roads. There we are. All doing the junction because we're going to go up to that one. Happy with that. Here comes the HCVs. No traffic lights, that's good. And all the HCVs go up there. You see, now we've got a symbol complaining about the lack of garbage. Now we do need a landfill, and the landfill is going to cost us 4,000. We're not going to have that for a while. So we could take a loan out, which we will do. We'll take an immediate loan out. A loan of 20,000. I know it's a probably bad idea to have a loan really early on in the game, but you know, we're going to need one. And I'm going to put the landfill over here, kind of out of the way. And I'm going to do it in line with this road here. There. That's too close to the edge apparently, so we'll go this way instead. And we'll put the landfill just there. Just there. One nice landfill right on the main road. It will probably require something. Power or not? No, but there's a garbage truck. There's a garbage truck collecting garbage. Now what I like about this is you can actually see where they're going, where they're being, and oop, there we go. The graphics on this are actually pretty good for the game. I'm forever collecting garbage. Oh, hello. Oh, what's that? It's a fire hydrant. Ah, cute. And there goes the garbage trucks, pick up all the garbage in the city. Now there's 15 per landfill, and landfills have a limited size. But everything is progressing nicely. We have houses being built down here now. So they're quite happy. You can see the demand of housing is even higher than it used to be. But what we can do now is say, okay, we're going to build and expand. So we're going to take this road up even further. And we'll take that all the way down to there. Like that. There we go. And then all the way down here. And we'll have this little loop that we created earlier. To there. And that one goes out. So then that one straight down and out. That one comes in. So that can come all the way up and in. That one comes in and that one goes out. That would be our double loop, I believe it was. How we had it set up. No. Okay, I messed that one up. That one goes out, so that one. I got the wrong way around. Balls. That one comes in. That one goes out. Got them two right. Then that one goes out as well. My mistake. That one goes out. And then that one comes in. I got the wrong way around. There we go. So now we have those little roads going around the back. And that gives us a bit more expansion ability because we already have water in this area. So if we expand that water out to there, these are going to need to expand just a tad because those few squares aren't covered. Yeah. So if we run these out that way, just like that, and that way as well, then we have a bit more expansion room for water and whatnots, which is good for now. What do we have access to stats? We have access to the pollution stat. Good. I thought I wanted to show you all before we ended the video. You can see the pollution from the landfill and from the industrial area, and then the housing and offices don't produce any pollution. So you can see why the housing here is on the border of pollution, because I created a 1-layer gap of commercial. Now I'm actually going to create that, increase that to a 2-layer gap of commercial, and then I'll do that all the way up to that 2 gap of commercial, separating the industrial area from the residents. That'll keep pollution down. Now there is also noise pollution. See, the roads and the shops produce noise pollution, and obviously a lot of noise pollution in the commercial area. We have the roads now getting a little bit congested in the middle here, but there's not actually congestion, it's just busy. We can see that actually the cars are moving quite happily, and there's no traffic problems at the moment. It just says that they're busy, basically. We have general health of our population. People down here not too healthy. Nothing major to complain about, but they're just not healthy. But it's actually increased there. Probably the medics head down. We have death care, which we don't currently support at the moment, which will be crematoriums and cemeteries. Education is there. We have 215 people eligible for school and 300 capacity, so we're going to hit that capacity very soon. High school and university we don't even touch, and that is entirely because we don't have the facilities just yet. We haven't unlocked them yet. General happiness, everyone's happy apart from the shop down there. Garbage collection is pretty much covered. These don't have to be anywhere near the houses, just it's longer for them to get to them. But people are happy if it's nearby, which is kind of odd. And we have water, which is doing okay, and power, which we are doing actually not too bad on power. And we have actually expanded into a worthy village. And we've got all this new stuff here. We've got police stations, firehouses, and loads of new stuff. Even got a couple of unique buildings. So, well, 3 instances of a cemetery. Okay, fair enough. So we've got an achievement, and I think it's probably a great place to leave the episode with our 11 notifications. We can leave the episode, and we can leave the people of Twinford to like their new town. We'll come back to this in the next episode, and we'll continue building and see if we can make this into a large city. We got complaints about lack of workforce there, by the way. We'll be looking at expanding that. But, as usual, comments in the comments. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Also, if you're not already a subscriber, please consider subscribing.